Jamaica cried when Melissa passed through. The wind took our trees, but our faith shone true. The night she came, the sky didn't mourn, rain like sorrow.
All my fish in this pond are likely dead.
Me dey inna the garden before Melissa reach. Watering my kayalu and my mango dem each. Me koi them swimming like them have no fear, but me whisper Melissa soon come, so beware.
I recorded the video that you're watching just before Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, and I shared it on social media. But then I had absolutely no idea what was coming. The calm you'll see in this garden, the trees, the flowers, the stillness, was truly the peace before the storm. After Melissa passed, I actually recorded an update to show the damage, but I never posted it. At the time, it just didn't feel right. Because across Jamaica, people had lost homes, livelihood, and even loved ones. Entire communities were cut off with no food, no water, no power, no connectivity. Compared to that, my own losses felt insignificant and irrelevant. So instead of posting, I focused on helping, preparing care packages, driving across parishes, and doing whatever I could to support those who had it much harder. But then this video of my garden before Hurricane Melissa that you're watching, it actually went viral on TikTok and Instagram, getting over 1 million views. I've never had a video perform that way on those platforms. And with those views came hundreds of requests from people asking to see an update of my garden. Now, I ignored the requests at first, but while I was shopping for the aid initiative, I actually ran into one of my rock stars, my YouTube subscribers, whose family had lost everything. And she told me that she had watched the video of my garden before the hurricane and wanted to ask how it turned out. I told her my damage was insignificant and irrelevant, and her response stopped me. She said, social media is filled with disaster and destruction right now. So even if your garden suffered, sharing it will still bring hope to many. Because she felt that it still would be beautiful to look at. So with that, I decided to share the video post Melissa, but to do so with the right perspective. Yes, the winds here were strong and frightening at this particular residence, but by God's grace, we were spared the worst. And for that, I'm deeply grateful. This isn't about my garden, however, or what I lost. It's about gratitude and the reminder that even after the fiercest storm, life continues and we rebuild together. So as you watch this peaceful moment before the hurricane, let it remind us all that storms may break branches, but they can never break our spirit. We as Jamaicans are a resilient people, we're a grateful people, and we're stronger when we stand together. That said, here's what happened post Melissa at our property. Despite what you're seeing in my background, I must say that gratitude and prayer is the order of the day. Gratitude because despite what I'm about to show you outside our home, and I'll show you footage of what it looked like before Hurricane Melissa and after Hurricane Melissa so that you can see the difference. I'm also going to show you inside the house to give you a better understanding of what happened there. But gratitude because one, we have life, which is what's most important. Prayers because what I'm about to show you pales in comparison to some of the footage that I'm seeing from across Jamaica. And I can only imagine that there will be lives lost. But I'm just gonna show you what's happening here. You know, we're a resilient people, so we're gonna rise up and be stronger. But in the interim, we're gonna need all the help that we can get. So for those of us who are able to get through this in little or no time and have the resources to help, this is the time to do so. Now, let me show you what this cactus looked like before. It's one of my favorite plants in this garden. It was pretty majestic, growing taller than most cactuses should. But because it was so solid, I suspect, unlike other trees, the wind could not penetrate it or go through it. And because of that, it took it down. That was the first thing I saw happen. That piece fell off the cactus. But as you can see, and I'm going to show you what this pond looked like before, but the cactus, it fell into the pond, which means that all the fish that I have in this pond is likely dead. And this cactus, you can see the prickles, are what we call in Jamaica the maca, on the cactus. So I do not think any of my fish here survive, but as I keep saying, it's not human life. My hibiscus, it was in full bloom. Right now, it's just limbs, no leaves, and definitely no blossoms. The ginger, they did fairly well, surprisingly. They're pretty resilient. And the palm, they did roughly well. We took up all the, as you can see before, we took up all the flower pots before, so they didn't blow away. We took up the glass table that was there. We left the bench and we left that pot, which is now toppled over. The birds are still standing. This is actually the side of the house that I thought got the least wind. The koi doing well, and for that I'm grateful. Here, like I said, this side of the house didn't get what the next side or the back got, which is where I'm going next. These bromelias, because they're low level, I would be surprised if they were impacted in a storm like this. And this plant is still here. But again, I think it's protected by the house on this side. That palm that you're seeing over there in that pot, it used to be right here on that manhole. So the wind took it some distance, but it still looks like it's okay. And those plants over there, because they're on a shaded part of the house, so I'm not surprised that everything here is fine. Anyway, let's move on. So we're heading now to the backyard. These plants, again, it's against the house. Right here also got minimal damage as I checked from the camera throughout the storm. So I'm not surprised that most things are intact. Now I'm gonna show you what this area looked like. It was filled with cocoa plants. And this is the head of this particular pond. The pump isn't damaged, the water is still flowing. But again, let me show you what this pond area used to look like. There's just a lot of debris now, but for the most part, it looks like it's intact. Coming down to the bridge area. Now here is where I have the most koi, and there's a lot of them in here. The apple leaves have taken over this area, as you can see, but it looks like the koi, they're alive because they had the bridge to cover. Unlike the pond at the front where there was really no coverage, they had the bridge. So I'm going to take you over there in a second. You might be hearing murmuring, and that's the generator, which has been running it's running now for a day and a half. And we do have solar power, but when you don't have sunshine for days leading up to the hurricane, there's nothing to charge the batteries. The good news is, let me show you, the sun is coming up. So it means that the solar panels will start charging the batteries. These are all branches of my apple tree, and this is odettakerr apple, for those who don't know. These are pots that have fallen down, and this is what's left of my apple tree. Most of the branches are broken down, but you know what? look how many are still standing. There's probably about 10 of them still standing, and for that I am grateful. Now my nesberry tree is beside it. Look at this. Only thing is, before the storm, I'll show you right now some of my baby nesberries that was there. I'm not seeing any nesberries at all. That, if you're hearing another humming, that's our water pump that's sending water from the tank. So it's obvious that we don't have any water supply, so we don't have any power, we don't have any water, but we do have internet still. Now my soursop tree, I have a small soursop tree up there. It's leafless. You can barely see it, but it's leafless. But the nesberry tree is intact. So we're grateful. And we had packed up all this furniture here in this kind of shaded area, and it looks like everything is fine for the most part. So let's head back over the bridge and let me take you to the pool area, and then I'm gonna take you to the side of the house that I think got the most damage. So let me show you this area, because I'd shown a video of what it looked like before. It's just overcrowded, but it looks like most things stayed intact. This area, look at this. The birds are still up in this area, just a lot of debris on the ground, or not a lot, but leaves from what appears to be my apple tree and my mango tree here. This mango tree looks like it's not touched either, which is great. The palm trees here, they seem to be okay as well. And before I show you the pool, I'm gonna show you what the pool looked like before.
Jamaica cried when Melissa passed through. The wind took our trees, but our faith shone true. The night she came, the sky didn't mourn. Rain like sorrow, wind like scorn. Roots pulled up from the earth.
Now this is the pool, and I mean the obvious things have happened. This palm tree that you're seeing there, the leaves, most of them have fallen, and they have fallen into the pool. As you can see, the palm is in here. The water is discolored, as is expected when you get a lot of rainfall, but that's an easy problem to fix. Not a problem really compared to what is happening elsewhere to others, but it's something that's pretty easy to correct. And this is the hot tub here. Lots of debris in it as well. And then the fountain is over there. I won't even try to turn it on, but it also has a lot of debris in it. Can't see the dolphins, but I'll show you what those dolphins look like under normal circumstances, but you can't really see that now. And then we had taken up all the furniture from here, but outside of that, that area is fine. And outside of everything else, this area is fine too. We had taken up the swings, and as you can see, the base structure is still there. This was fully bloomed and blossoming before the hurricane. It's gone. At my orchids over here, things have fallen into them. We need to clean that up. This is where we put our pool floaters, some of them actually, and some of the seating. So this is where my tomatoes were, my Scotch bonnet pepper. Obviously you can see the damage to the plants. And wow, my callaloo gone. Callaloo gone there, but callaloo can grow back. Oh man. Anyway, usually my banana would be right here, but there is no banana. They're underground. And wow, this palm that I have here, which has very unusual leaves, as you can see here, this palm, a large chunk of it is on the ground, but some of it is still standing, which I'm grateful for. Now, this is my very large soursop tree, which I was praying would stay up, because as you know, we use soursop for medicinal purposes as well, right? Every morning, well, 3 mornings a week, I have soursop leaf tea with turmeric and ginger So I was hoping that one of the two trees stay up. Both of them are up. This one has had several broken limbs, as you can see here. But the bottom line is it's up, and that's what matters. Now, this garden here looks like, apart from the palm falling into it, it's still doing well. And this back area, you can see my banana. Look at all the plum. So that's my plum tree there. Most of the leaves are gone. And as you can see, we have a lot of plum on the ground. Now, this was my star fruit tree. I should say is my star fruit tree, because thank God it's still standing. But you see the star fruit on the ground as well. It still has leaves, although it looks a little fickle. That's another mango tree back there. That's another mango tree around there. There's a guinea tree around the back. I haven't checked on it yet. And we have some other fruits throughout the yard, but it looks like all the fruit trees are still standing. So at least the food was saved. These we left because they're made from concrete. This we had taken up this hammock here as well. The generator area seems fine. Nothing happening there. And this, look at these palm trees. I don't even know why these look so healthy and well. But look at this. These look like there was no storm. So now this area, I'm gonna show you what this looked like before on the side here. And again, we had stored some furniture under there, but that's what that looks like. This area, now here's a concrete pot that is destroyed. This pot, it used to sit up there. Right here is where it sat, beside the garage, and obviously it traveled all the way down here and fell in this flower bed right here. So can be replaced easily. And even if you can't replace it immediately, you can replace it later. We can't replace life. How many times am I gonna say that? Anyway, this area, yeah, from this side, you can see the effect on the palm. These pots, the paint is almost washed off. We had taken up the cushion off this little seating area here. This area is fine, but it's right up against a perimeter wall, so I'm not surprised it's fine. So the wire coming from JPS, I don't know which wire it is. It looks like it's electricity. It's blown off, it's in the street, and a portion of it is in our yard, as I'm showing you here. So we will need to get that taken care of before they can restore power, because what we don't want is a live wire to be in our yard. In terms of our garbage skip, we have lost that. As you can see here, it's falling off the base. Looks like this area wasn't really touched per se. The pot there is still intact. So these fish, they're doing well. The koi here, they're doing well. Anyway, that's the apple tree. You can see the broken branches better from here.
Oh, Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Melissa tear through, but she can't break ya. Though the fields drown, though the hearts ache, still we rise again. For goodness sake, oh Jamaica, one love remain through the rubble and the rain.
Now in this area we have a bar, so we normally have the stools out, but again I'll show you what it looked like before. But we had taken those up before the storm, so we had packed up. We usually have furniture in this area as well. We packed up as much as we could in this space, and everything seems to be fine for the most part. Well, something's toppled over there, and as you can see, we have banana and plantain, and my guinea tree is doing well, thank God.
Banana fall, the river swell, stories of loss too deep to tell. Farmer cry out, me crop gone again, but him still share the last of his grain. Church bells silent, but voices sing. Hold on, me people, brighter days will bring. Children laugh through the open door. Hope still living, rich though poor. Me see the soldier and me see the youth, and the non building by from Clarendon to Portland shore. We now give up, we rise once more. Oh Jamaica, sweet.
I know a lot of persons were concerned that we didn't put button in or button down, or that we didn't put anything over our windows and doors and that we had so much glass. But what a lot of persons don't realize is that there is glass out there that's built to be hurricane proof. So thank you for being concerned, but we did not do anything with the glass doors and windows because they're hurricane proof. And it proved to be so, because as you can see behind me, you see all that glass going up, and most of this house is actually like that. Whenever there's a storm or a hurricane, the water doesn't come down from the sky as it usually would in a regular rainfall. It's now coming in horizontally. So it's not vertical anymore, it's coming in horizontally. So even if you have good windows and doors and so on that didn't leak with regular rainfall, the minute the water starts coming sideways, it's gonna come through the creases. And that's what happened. So I'm gonna show you me here throughout the hurricane vacuuming up water, and the water kept coming in and it just felt like it wasn't stopping, but it could have been 10 times worse, because you can even still see water on the ground. I didn't even realize we didn't mop up some of this yet. I had actually placed these birds on the ground because they're much lighter, so I put them on the ground before. Wow, look at this. All the bromeliads have been pulled out, but they still look good. This pot is usually standing, and this here is usually in it. The birds here, they're usually standing. They take a slight twist here, but they're still resilient, still stand up. This area looks pretty much the same. That is fine. Now this is the gungo that had the most blossoms on them. Oh my God, you see the blossom? I still have blossom on my gungo. Look at that. So, assuming this is not too damaged, I may be getting gungo peas for Christmas after all, because while the storm didn't make landfall where I was, normally there's usually a calm, which represents the eye, and the eye didn't pass over where I was, but there's still usually a calm. There was no calm. The winds were howling from probably 1 p.m. Tuesday straight until probably 1 a.m. this morning. And even before that, 8 a.m., I posted a video on Instagram where we were experiencing tropical storm conditions. So, as I said, it's a day to be grateful and a day to be praying, and also to be helpful, to be generous, to be kind in any way you can. All the best, and stay safe. And for the Jamaicans watching, you know that we are resilient people, and we're gonna build back even stronger. So take care of yourself and walk good.